Hello there, friends, and welcome to the new episode of r/Tales from Retail. Today we have a few news stories, but before we begin, if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications for new stories every single day. So, let's move to our first story. Lady asks me where an item is, but then doesn't believe me. Little intro. I've been working in a clothing retailer for a few months now, 8 or 9. My role is to support the shop floors wherever some extra staff is needed, which in the last few months has been the lady section. So I've been all over that section, getting to know where everything is, so much that when a colleague needs to find something, they usually ask me. Now, on to the story. During the day which this story takes place, I was in the denim section to cover for a guy that was ill. In this section, as you might imagine, we had jeans, denim jackets, and denim dresses. I was going around making sure the displays all looked good and folding jeans. Why can't people fold a pair of jeans instead of throwing it after they've taken a look is beyond my understanding, but oh well. When a lady in her early 50s called for my attention, I stopped folding and the conversation went as follows. Yes, how can I help you? Hello, excuse me, I was looking for some navy blue trousers. Well, we have some jeans in that color right behind me. You want me to show them to you? Oh no, I wasn't looking for jeans. I wanted some trousers. I see. In that case, you'll need to go over there in the formal section. We keep all our trousers over there. I point in the direction of that section. No, they're not there. They were here last time. I was a bit confused at this point, as the section we were in had been the denim section for as long as I can remember. Even before I started to work here, that was its location. So I try again. If you want, I can go over there with you and help you look for the trousers, as I'm quite sure we don't have them in here. No, they should be here. They were here when I bought these, you see. She pointed at her trousers that looked just like the one she was looking for. Excuse me, could you tell me when you bought those? 3 years ago. I bought them in this same store, and they were right here. At this point, all my confusion was quickly replaced by a, "Are you effing serious?" Of course, I couldn't tell her that. Oh, I see. Well, in that case, I think you should have a look in the formal section. We tend to move things quite often, and we only have jeans in this section now. The lady was now starting to get annoyed, so she just left me there and continued browsing the denim section, of course without finding what she wanted. I swear, I will never understand why she asked me if she then didn't want my help. I mean, yeah, I look quite young. A supervisor even asked me if I was overage once, but I work in here. I should know where things are, and who the hell expects to find something in the exact same place after 3 years? And the best part? The encounter had made me curious, so later that day I went to the formal section and there they were in all their glory, navy blue trousers. It took me like 1 minute to find them. If only she'd listened. And our second story. Give me a new phone or I'll get you fired. Little bit of background. I work as a contracted cell phone technician for a larger superstore chain in my country. My job duties entail selling/activating phones and assisting guests with technical issues with their phones. Due to me being a private contractor, I don't answer to any management, staff, or employee for the superstore. I'm essentially my own boss. On top of this, I do have a right to decline service to anyone. However, I never do because I don't want to turn people away just because they're having a bad day. But after what happened today, I'm going to enact my right to do so for any future encounters. I did have to clean up the language, so please excuse the weird words. So today, I was minding my own business when I was approached by the mythical Omega Karen. Okay. Okay was a 65-year-old woman who had what looked to be about 4 layers of makeup on her face and a beehive haircut so big she looked like she had a basketball underneath. Her hair looked like an Omega symbol too, hence why I call her Omega Karen. She explained to me that her phone was not working. Being the ever so helpful person that I am, I went to work in diagnosing the problem. After doing a quick inspection and tinkering around with the phone, I came to the conclusion that the phone was bricked. I informed OK of this revelation. The exchange went a little like this. Okay, so what do we do now? Me. Well, ma'am, unfortunately, the best course of action would be to replace the phone. Luckily, I have the same phone on sale for $49.99. Okay, I'm not buying the phone. I bought the phone from here, so I want it exchanged. Me. Okay, ma'am, do you have the receipt for the old phone? This is when she went from nice old lady to Omega level Karen. Okay. Listen here, you stupid piece of crud. I bought this phone almost a year ago. I don't have the receipt. I bought it here and it's not effective. Your company has to honor the guest and replace this broken piece of crud, and you're going to do it free of charge. I soon realized this was going to be a crap show, so I decided to try and Tai Chi the situation in an attempt to mitigate damage. Me. Okay, ma'am. I understand that you're frustrated, but unfortunately, due to the store's policy, we can't do any exchanges after 30 days of purchase. After the words left my mouth, I realized that I had effed up, and she was ready to retaliate. Okay. Bullcrap, you're just trying to scam me out of $50. I'm not having that. It's not my fault that it's a cheap piece of crud. If anything, it's your fault it's broken. All my whats were expended after hearing this. She actually was blaming me, a guy she's never seen before, of breaking her phone. Me. Ma'am, I'm sorry, but there's honestly nothing the store can do for you. However, because you bought the phone less than a year ago, the warranty should still be replaceable through the carrier warranty. I'd be happy to call. She interrupted me by picking up my stapler, raising it to threaten me with it. Okay, you will give me a fudging phone right now, or I swear to God I will throw this at your fudging head. Ma'am, threatening me's not going to solve your problem. Now, as I was saying, I can call up the carrier and see if they can replace it under their warranty. She threw the stapler to the ground, breaking it, angrily grabbed her phone, told me to go fudge myself, then stormed off. After she left, I picked up the stapler and threw it out. I then continued with the next guest. Now, I wish it all ended there, but unfortunately, God hates me and wanted to prove it. About 5 minutes after she stormed off, she returned, but she wasn't alone. OK did what every Karen dreams of doing and got the store manager. And it wasn't just him, but the security guy as well. SM. This guest has informed me that you want to assist her with her phone. Mind telling me why? I explained the situation to the store manager, who was looking like he was about to hit me. He then interrupted me by saying, "Okay, and at what point did you throw the stapler at her?" I was confused until it finally dawned on me. The person who threatened me was trying to frame me of assault over a $50 flip phone. I never did that. In fact, she was the one who threatened me with the stapler. She interrupted me. "Bullcrap! You threw a stapler at me telling me that you were going to choke the life out of me. I want this man arrested for assault." The security guy then approached me and asked, "Is there any way you can corroborate your story?" I said, "You can check the cameras. They most likely caught the whole interaction." As soon as I said the word camera, OK went ballistic. "How dare you? How dare you believe this stupid punk over me? You should feel ashamed of yourself." "Ma'am, we need to make sure to get the full details of the event so we can better explain it to the authorities." "I don't want to wait for the police. Just fire him and get me someone who can help." Ma'am, you just said you wanted him arrested." "Stop putting words in my mouth, young man. Just fire this piece of crud." That's when the store manager finally piped up and told her the bad news. "Unfortunately, ma'am, he's a private contractor that handles our phones. We can't fire him because he doesn't work for our company. Now, if he did what you said he did, it'd be best to get the video proof. That way we can escort him off the property." She relented and agreed to take a look at the footage. All four of us went to the security room to roll back the tape, and as soon as we got to the part where she grabbed the stapler and held it up, she started screaming, "This is bullcrap! All you fudgers are in on it! I'm going to sue you all for tampering with evidence! I'll see you in court!" As she began to walk to the door, she noticed me smiling. I soon regretted doing this as she smacked me across the face and spat at me. Luckily, the security guard heard the slap and quickly subdued her. After a quick call to the cops, she was handcuffed and put in the back of the squad car. The police asked if I wanted to press charges. All it took was one good look at her for me to say yes. Once I got done with the paperwork, the store manager apologized to me for what had happened and informed me that OK is blacklisted and is to be arrested on sight if she ever comes back to the store. I'm currently writing this, laughing at the whole situation. Fudging Karen. You know, I admire your restraint. As soon as she picked up the stapler, I would have been calling 911. And the last story for today. You're not a customer if you return everything. I used to work for a very high-end jewelry store. It was annoyingly common for people to buy jewelry for a special event, wear it, then return it. One of our clients took this to the extreme, however. At least once every few months, she would appear on a Friday afternoon and spend about an hour trying on jewelry to match a new dress. She would often spend $10,000 to $15,000 on earrings, necklace, sometimes a ring. Then, like clockwork, she would appear on Monday to return it. After the 5th or 6th time, I got smart and bought a copy of the local weekend paper, which had plenty of society photos from events. And guess who was in there, all gussied up and wearing our bling? When she came to return it, I showed her the photo and refused. The happiest moment of my retail life was when she got angry and snapped. "Do you know how much money I spend here?" "None. You spend none. You return everything." Eventually, the head office forced us to process the return, but at least she stopped using my location as a gem library. Thanks for watching, guys. Hope you liked the video, and I'll see you in the next one.